Come on down to Clown World, where in today's circus, today's show, we are featuring acts such as this. Hillary Clinton's 2024 election comeback. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have become unpopular. It may be time for a change candidate. If you cringe at things like this, you lose. You have not accepted Clown World, and you're canceled. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Zeducation, and welcome to another episode of Clown World. I am Ringmaster Zed, and I will bring you through today's circus. And if you cringe at any of this, you lose, okay? Because if you have not accepted all of this stuff, you're probably a right-wing nutjob. You're probably a conspiracy theorist. I mean, that's where we are now. So if you look at Hillary Clinton and you say, wow, she's possibly the most unpopular politician, Republican or Democrat, in history, that's a horrible idea to put the country through that again. And you don't accept that? You don't think that's okay? You're canceled. So what happens today if you cringe and you lose? What is your punishment? Well, first, also in Clown World on social media, stuff like this continually happens on this channel. And these are the comments I see every single day. I thought YouTube unsubscribing people was a zoomy scam to gain subscribers, but here I am, randomly unsubscribed, and I didn't do it. Just found out that I was unsubscribed. I watch and like every video you post, something fishy going on. And hey, it happened to me. I was unsubscribed. That pesky glitch. Just a reminder, guys, your monthly reminder that this is still happening on this channel. So the point is, if you meant to subscribe to this channel, please just double check that you are. And if you cringe and you're not subscribed to this channel, you have to subscribe. That is the punishment for today. If you accept the terms of today's game, you cringe, you lose, you subscribe, head down and like this video. And if you are new here, please make sure you are subscribed and have the bell clicked for notifications when new videos are uploaded. Now on to today's game. Let's head through the circus. If you cringe, you lose, go. Guys, don't cringe at this. Okay, this is completely normal. Completely normal stuff here. They identify this way. And if you don't accept that, you're a bigot. And you're canceled.
The annual rate of U.S. inflation climbed to 7% in December, marking a 39-year high.
Guys, remember transitory? Remember that whole stupid narrative when that was clearly never going to be the case? Here we are. Here we are. Still, listen to the clowns, though. Listen to the clowns in Washington, D.C., even though they clearly were wrong about the transitory stuff. Maybe 2022 will be the year LeBron James makes it past the first page of his book. Look at this. I think this is the same book that he's reading in every single picture here. You can do it, LeBron. I don't know. It's been like 10 years. You're still on the first page, so I'm rooting for you, but I don't know.
I work from home, and today my boss sent an email saying that the whole team needs to wear masks during our Zoom meetings because one of the employees has a fear of unmasked people. Like, I'm trying to be respectful, but for everyone asking about the email from my boss, here it is.
Don't cringe. Zoom call. Be considerate of other people's fears. Even though they may be... I'm not even going to say anything else, all right? Just accept it. Accept Clown World. Wear the mask on the Zoom meeting. You might offend some people. An Illinois law went into effect at the start of the year that placed menstrual products in every school bathroom in the state. A middle school boys' bathroom in Chicago suburbs. Look, if you put that stuff in a boy's bathroom and expect that not to happen, like, you are not living in the same dimension. Like, your mind is not in the same dimension as reality. Like, you're gone. This is, like, you have brown paper towels and that happens. You give them this stuff. Even pads and tampons. Dude, it's like a playground. Just throwing that on the wall. Come on. Okay, she's at the club and oh, health. That is so healthy. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm talking about. If you're going to the club, You're gonna smoke a dart, smoke a vape, whatever the hell that is, a jewel, you juuling. Make sure you wear the mask because health, right? Health. Cows stuck indoors for winter are getting virtual reality goggles to feel like they're outside. Perfect. Maybe this increases production. I don't know, but a little bit weird. High schoolers across the U.S. have reported some of the most alarming mental health declines, evidenced by depression and suicide attempts. Adolescents have failed classes critical to their futures at higher rates than in previous years. Let's keep locking everything down. Oh, and let's keep doing online schooling for all these kids. Makes so much sense. Makes so much sense. How eating insects could help climate change. Prevent climate change. Time to eat your pets? Will you eat dog food to fight climate change? Scientists suggest eating human meats to tackle climate change. What? I mean, I have a mild recollection of this article, but really? Like, you know, taking care of your environment is good. I don't think that's bad at all, but starting to eat humans, eating your pets, get the hell out of here. I cringe, I lose, I don't care. If you're still going strong, keep going, whatever, you do you. Despite work-life balance buzz, disconnecting to spend time with your kids could severely impact your future wages. No shit. But who cares? It's your kids, it's your family. You should probably sacrifice some work time to be with them. It's just, you know, it doesn't seem fair. I have $131,000 in student loans and can't afford my life, despite making $110,000 a year. How to get out of student loan debt faster. It doesn't seem fair. You made that decision. That's a lot of debt to be in with no guarantees, no for sure return on that. So that's what happens. But hey, let's keep pushing this on kids. Let's keep telling them that this is the path they should take, right? Because that's Clown World. That's where we live now. Little Caesars raises price of famous $5 pizza for first time. It's tragedy. This is inflation. This is what happens. And I believe they're going up to $5.55 if I read right. It's over, guys. Little Caesars. This is a sign. Sign of the end.
Come on. No, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, girl. Come on, Jenna, go. Let's go. Bad girl. Let's go. Keep walking.
Accept it. That's how they identify. Accept it. Dude walking by me with his mask up just pulled it down to smoke a cigarette. Health. Hey, we just saw a video of this. Health, guys. Health. Gets banned by Twitter. Bans Twitter. Bans Twitter in his country. Has a Twitter account anyway. Posts stuff about deleting Israel. Somehow doesn't get banned anyway. It's real. Obviously, we know that Trump got banned. We know that you can't get on Twitter, Facebook, any of that stuff in China. They have firewalls to prevent that. And then Iran. This guy is literally throwing out crazy threats and nobody cares. And he still has a Twitter account. Clown World. Clown World. In San Francisco, I can't go to the gym or eat in a restaurant if I'm unvaccinated. At least I can stand in front of the restaurant gym and smoke crack fentanyl, then take a dump with the crackheads. Oh my God, dude. It's not funny because that is true. You could do that. If you really wanted to, you could with no repercussions. That's the state of San Francisco right now. This is not funny. From the IRS. Illegal activities. Income from illegal activities, such as money from dealing illegal drugs, must be included in your income on Schedule 1. If from your self-employment activity. Stolen property. If you steal property, you must report its fair market value in your income in the year you steal it, unless you return it to its rightful owner in the same year. I'm not kidding you. I saw this a couple weeks ago and I thought it was fake. I really did. So I went to the website, the irs.gov website, and these are both on there. So just a reminder, guys, if you do any illegal activities, if you steal anything, make sure you pay taxes on it. that's coming from the IRS. Who the hell is running this agency? What an idiot. Instacart driver runs over groceries after seeing home's pro-police sign, Minnesota cops say. Jeez. Well, make sure you know your Instacart deliverer, I guess. That is messed up. My friend's kindergartner draws masks on the kids in catalogs because they look weird without them. That is very sad, very depressing. This is hey, New York Times, you wrote about it. Kids having these mental health issues. What we're doing here. This is the norm that we're creating for them. Sad. Albany County is launching an online portal where residents can report violations of the state's new mask mandate. Other counties are struggling to comply or dismissing the mandate altogether. Have you ever read 1984? That happens in the book. I'm reading it right now. Like, you literally are, that's promoted to tell on your neighbors. And remember when Facebook banned the Zeducation page for comparing current times to 1984? There we go. That's real. Amid a spike in vehicle break-ins, some Bay Area car owners have been deliberately leaving their trunks open in an effort to avoid forced entry by thieves. Oh God, dude, like, you have to laugh at this one. Oh, just, hey, take it, here, come take it. Just don't break my window. That is absolutely stupid. Just enabling criminals. Why would you do that? Books deemed harmful to staff and students are being removed from region's public school libraries. WRDSB has developed a framework to identify and remove inappropriate or questionable texts. Make sure you get rid of 1984. A lot of that's, is not good for people to read. Not good for them to see this authoritarian, dystopian future that we are now living in, and it's going to get worse. Stanford University has developed a toilet that can identify your butthole. Example, look what I said. It's gonna get worse, guys. They're listening to you on your Alexa, your iPhone, and we're all enabling it. I'm guilty as well. This is next level. This is where we're going. It's all my own fault, but I'm proud. I'm a mom of one and started drinking at 5 a.m. yesterday. I'm so smashed, I missed lunch. And there's an article about it. Wow, that's great. There you go. Santa is a timeless sex symbol, and more people should say it. Dude, what? Man, remember when Vice was sending Shane over to North Korea and doing like undercover real journalism and literally putting his life at risk multiple times? I mean, that was cool. What the hell is this, man? Evidence from Jeffrey Epstein's safe went missing after FBI raid, court hears in Ghislaine Maxwell trial. Round of applause for that one. That's just so much trust in that outcome there. That's just great. It's hard not to pity Ghislaine Maxwell. And you write an article about it? Really? Oh, I knew her once. Dude, do you realize what she did? Unbelievable. Diner disgusted after finding a full chicken head in her box of KFC hot wings. Look at this, guys. Inflation's so bad that they're resorting to, this is one of your nuggets now. They have to. The cost of goods are going up. Kamala Harris's prosecutor sent this innocent man to prison. Now he's voting for her. Just a reminder, guys. I think this is from pre-2020. Yeah, right here. Kamala Harris 2020. So Jamal Truelove said Harris celebrated his conviction for a crime he didn't commit, but urges people to rock the vote for Biden and for Kamala. This is where we take a step back and say, oh my God, we're screwed. Because people can convince themselves to do this, even though she sent him to prison and he was innocent. He wasn't guilty. Lost a lot of hope for a lot of people, guys. We can't eat inside, but we can eat outside. But it's cold, so we set up outside as inside. It's fine because it's outside inside. I saw so many restaurants do this. Like, what the hell? Worrying about the climate crisis is affecting people's relationships and sex lives. Some worry about the environmental cost of having children, while others feel guilty about condoms polluting the ocean. And some people they're living in despair right now. And it's just, why, man? Why? Giant kites that drag cargo ships across the ocean will be trialed next year as the industry attempts to decarbonize. It's kind of like a thing they call a sail. They used to use them back in the Mayflower days. So that's what you're reinventing. So we're kind of going backwards, it looks like. Amazing.
Government has a right to force you to obey and has always exercised it, especially under GOP.
This guy. I don't know what happened to this guy, but wow, sad really. And I'm not defending the GOP because they have a long history of messing up as well, i.e. Patriot Act. And that's both parties too, by the way. I just want to make that clear. But this guy is saying government has a right to force you to obey. That's what he's promoting, this mainstream guy. Legacy media right here. Stock market guy. Crazy. The sharp increase in inflation over the past year has blindsided many economists. Almost no one saw it coming. Nobody, even though we've talked about it a million times on this channel, and everyone outside of the legacy media defending Biden talked about it a million times. I just can't believe it's happening. Nobody saw it coming. Take them serious, guys. Listen to them. Have a lot of trust in them. What if, instead of asking whether a tiny bit more jail would have fixed this person, we ask whether fewer cars, SUVs, in America would lead to fewer people killed? What? What? Why inflation can actually be good for everyday Americans and bad for rich people. What a headline. What a headline. Guys, inflation, it can be good. All right. How did you do in today's circus? Did you cringe at all like I did? Because if you did, you lose. You haven't accepted today's clown world. And you have to make sure you're subscribed to this channel. That's your punishment for today. Let me know how you did down in the comments. While you're down there, please like this video. Please help me get it recommended to others. That's it for today's video. Until next time, I'm Tyler Zed, and this is Zeducation.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
Idiots.